Good morning, world. Just giving you some time to kind of check in and get set up on your mat, and we'll start shortly. Let you check out my adorable shirt while we wait. So just find yourself in a comfortable spot on the mat. You can sit with your eyes closed and just breathe for a little bit until we everyone can kind of meet up together, and then we'll get going. So you can head to your mat. Good. And just sit here comfortably, close your eyes, and we'll just relax and breathe and kind of get in our yoga zone while we wait for some others to join. Really enjoy these few moments of peace and quiet. It might be all that you get today. Awesome. Just close your eyes, sit comfortably. We're just going to breathe for a minute. Right. Good morning, peeps. Come on in. So if you're sitting comfortably in a cross-legged position, give this one a whirl and just switch the cross of your legs so it feels kind of the more awkward way. We'll give that a little spin today. Sit up nice and tall. You can close your eyes, focus on your breathing. And every time you exhale, feel like a little weight and a little tension is coming off your shoulders. Good. Even if you need to physically kind of shake it off, you can have a little bit of movement here as you breathe. Try to relax your jaw. Pull your shoulders down and back, sit up tall. And then we're going to start with some movement with our neck, just warming it up. So let's do some half circles side to side. Pause in any areas that are tight. And just let yourself get moving nice and slow. Once you roll on over to the left side, just let your left ear lean towards your left shoulder and keep pulling your right shoulder down and back. Feel a nice deep stretch. You can lift your chin a little bit. And then slowly let your chin drop through to the center and over to the other side. Pause here, right ear towards your shoulder. Hold there, relax. And then drop your chin back to the center and bring your head up. Good, we're going to take our hands out to the side, sweep them up, and then reach and roll your wrists as you bring your arms back down. Roll, you can get your elbows into it, loosen up your arms until you bring them all the way down to the bottom, and sweep them back up, reach, and roll. Roll your wrists the opposite direction as you fan your arms down. Get some movement in the elbows. Good, one more time, sweep your hands up and just hold your reaching, and we're just going to fan our arms up and down, warming up our shoulders, so bring it down and up. You can start slow, and then to get some heat going, you can speed it up a little bit. We're going to do 25 up and down, so that's 5, we'll go 20 more. You can speed it up a little bit, get some heat going. 5 more. And on the 5th one, reach your arms up and hold, look up, get long. And then drop your left arm down towards the floor and bend, reach over to the side. Fold your belly down, crawl your fingers through the center, and then reach them on up over to the other side, side bend. You can push away from that bottom hand. You want to feel a nice deep stretch and reach. And then fold forward, pause in the center and let your head go. Folding forward here, you can sway gently side to side. Stay here with a gentle little rock or walk your hands over to the left side and you can hug your knee into your chest. Fold your forehead down and pause. Good. Gently release. Walk your hands over to the other side. Same option here. You can hug it in, feel a big stretch in your low back. And then release your grip. Come on back to the center. Sit up nice and tall. You're going to uncross your legs and roll on down to your back. Keeping your knees bent, let your knees fall side to side. Loosen up your low back. And then bring yourself back to the center. You're going to hug your right knee into your chest. Roll your right ankle one way. Roll it the other way. And then drop that leg, pick up your left leg, roll your ankle. And roll it the other way. Good, now we're going to drop that one, pick your right leg up, extend your left leg long towards the floor. We're just going to get some movement here, get our core warmed up. So then you're going to switch, you're going to pick your left knee up, extend your right leg long. You can keep your head and shoulders on the ground or lift your head and shoulders off the ground, engage your core, switch legs. You're hugging this one in, see if you can get your nose to your knee, extend the opposite one out and switch. And switch. Switch. You're going to do this a few times, get your core on, switch, grab your right leg, go for your left. One more time each side. Switch legs, try to get nose to knee, hug it in. Other side, switch. Good, and now try to keep everything lifted. Hug underneath both knees and rock and roll all the way up to your seat. You can balance your toes on the floor or see if you can catch yourself right into boat pose. So try to sit up tall and lift your legs off the ground. Good, you can keep working, just lifting one at a time. Or you can try reaching towards your heels. Squeeze your legs together, hearts lifted. You can poke, see if your core is on. And you can work on this, holding it here or balancing your toes. Or we're going to go do 5 little rowing our boat. So you're going to bring everything down and then tuck it back in. Try that 4 more times. Down, up, 3 more times. We'll all meet in our regular boat pose after this. There you go. Once you're done your 5, you can cross your ankles. Fold forward and just get back to that sway side to side. Let your head go. Good. Roll on up to seated, and we're going to roll on over to our hands and knees. Warming up our legs this time. Let's get our right leg out, kick it straight behind you. You're going to bend at the knee, open your hip up, and draw 5 big circles. And then 5 towards the back. Reverse, open it up towards the back. Once you're done your 5, you're going to keep your leg lifted, opening it up to the side, straighten it out, try to even your weight between both your hands, and then we're going to pulse it up and down. and get your glutes on, and then you can keep it out straight, plant it out to the side. We're going to take our right hand and open it up towards the ceiling, stacking your shoulders, and then add a little twist. That top hand's going to dive underneath the other one. Take your gaze to the other side, and then open it back up. Another little twist. Diving that hand, thread the needle, look the other way. One more time, reach everything up. Keep that right foot planted, and let's thread the needle one more time. Diving that hand under, feel the stretch on that lengthened leg. And then reach your arm to the ceiling. Last time, feel your chest open, then you can just bring your hand down to the floor and tuck that knee back in. Do that on the other side. So reset. We're going to bring your left leg out. Bend at the knee, and let's draw 5 big circles towards the front. And once you get 5 one way, 5 towards the back. Some mobility in your hip going. Once you're done your 5, you keep that knee bent, keep it open to the side, extend your leg out long, and then see if you can pulse it up and down. Three more. And then plant the foot down onto the ground. This time our left hand, we're going to sweep it up, opening across the chest, stack your shoulders. And then add a little twist, diving through, keep planting through that foot. Let's go 2 more full little twists. Reach up and dive. Inhale as you come up, reach that hand. Keep pressing on that base hand. 1 more twist, dive it under. Feel a stretch on the inside. Last little reach up. Press away from your bottom hand, and then reset your legs. Good, tuck that back in. We're gonna reach our hands forward a little bit and come up to our down dog. First one of the day. You can find it in stillness or move around a little bit. Loosen up your legs, loosen up your hips. Walking the dog. And we'll all meet in down dog. Find a little stillness. Press away from both hands. Tailbone up towards the sky. And then come forward into your plank. Shoulders over the wrists. Good. Knees can be up or down here. You're going to keep your elbows in and slowly lower to the floor. Untuck your toes. We're just going to press up into a little cobra. Opening our chest up, no pinching in the low back, and then roll down. 2 more times like that. Press into the hands, open the shoulders back. Open up, and roll. 1 more time. Rolling down, then to roll up. Open your heart, pull it through your shoulders, and roll down. You're going to reset your hands underneath your shoulders and press up to your down dog. Reset your feet. Get comfy in your down dog. You're going to hold for 3 breaths. And come forward into your plank. Knees up or down and lower all the way to your belly as slowly as you can. This time we're going to lift our hands off the ground and just see how far we can lift our chest up without our hands. And roll down. Try it 2 more times like that without your hands, lifting your upper body off the floor. And roll down. 1 more time. See if you can roll your shoulders back, lift up. And then roll down. Plant your hands. You can press straight up to your down dog or through your knees, and then lift your hips up, down dog, reset your feet. Hold for 2 more breaths here. And forward into your plank. Pause here, really grip the floor, press away. We're gonna bring our knees down to the mat, toes together, and then relax in your child's pose. Let your arms go long and bring your head down to the floor. All right, looking between your hands, spread your fingers wide, and we're going to shift up to our down dog. We're going to take a bunch of tiny little steps until we're at a forward fold at the front of our mat. You're going to heel toe your feet a little wider. Super bend the right knee. Lift your left arm up towards the ceiling, adding a little twist. You're long in the back. Neck is long. And then full twist to the other side. So you're bending your left knee, left fingertips to the floor, and right hand reaches up towards the ceiling. Coming back to the center. We're going to drop our hips down and come into a little squat. It's okay if your heels are lifted a little bit. Try and keep your chest up. Or try to get your hips down, your heels down. Drop your hips down and back. See if you can start pulling your arms up, pulling your elbows and thumbs back. Sit a little deeper. Core is tight here, and then you can fold. Let your hips come up. Wiggle your legs out a little bit. Generous bend in your knees, and we're going to roll all the way up to standing. Your head comes up last. Reset your shoulders. Walk your feet underneath your hips. We'll all make sure we're at the front of our mat here. We'll get a little flow going. So you're going to sweep your arms down and out to come up. And then fold forward. Halfway lift, and fold. Plant your hands. We're just going to step our left leg back. Good. Finding a lunge here. You can have a little movement to warm up. We're going to plant that back heel down and cartwheel your hands up, so we're in a warrior 2. So you're reaching your arms forward and back. Look over that front hand. We'll just get a little movement in here to try to deepen this. So you're going to straighten both legs, reach your arms up, and then come back down. See if you can go a little deeper. Try that a few more times. So you're straightening both legs, arms come together overhead. And then on the exhale, you can deepen even more. Reach on up. On your inhale, everything straightens. And then on your exhale, deepen. See if you can bring that thigh parallel to the floor eventually. Let's try one more time. You're straightening everything up. And then fold. Well, not fold. Come back to this. All right, we'll add a little bit more. That front arm is going to come to the right thigh, and you're going to lift the back arm up and over and reach it towards the front. So keep planting that back foot. We want a long stretch here. And then we're going to float up through our warrior 2. Flip the front palm and reach up and back, reversing the warrior. So we're going between those 2 poses. So you're coming forward. Elbow can come down, reach up and over. Try not to put all your weight here. And then come on back. Float up and back. A few times like that with your breath. Coming forward, reach. If your leg's burning as you come back, you can straighten it and then reverse. And come back, bending the front leg. Doing it one more time. So either keeping that front leg bent or straightening it up as you come back. And then we'll meet in our warrior two. All right, this time we're gonna do a little bit of a cartwheel. So watch here, we're gonna cartwheel our hands down, pivot on the back foot, the left hand comes to the floor as the right hand reaches up towards the ceiling. So let's see if you get there. So you're cartwheeling, planting the inside hand, right hand reaches up, the back heel is lifted towards the ceiling. Here comes a little balance check. You're gonna stay twisted and see if you can come right on up. Now you can either come into a lunge and hang out here, or if you want to test your balance, try that 2 more times. So you're bringing that left hand down to the floor, squeeze your legs together, and come on up. Try it 1 more time. Feel it burning your legs. So you're coming on down, squeeze your legs together and see if you can come on up twisted. Good, and then we can meet everybody here, hands reaching up towards the ceiling. We're gonna bounce off that back leg and come to balance on our right leg. So you're picking up your left knee and hug it into your chest. Woo, feel the burn in that leg, hallelujah. Let's try one last little balance thing. So you're gonna keep the leg lifted, bring your hands to your heart. We're gonna start to lean forward, kick the leg out behind you to a warrior three. You're going to start to bring the leg back up, come up to standing, hug the knee in. See if you can do it while keeping your leg lifted. Try that 1 more time. Release your leg, it stays up. Start to lean forward like a giant T. And if we can keep that leg lifted, see if you can come on up to that standing balance and hug the knee into your chest. And gently release, let your hands go down, wiggle it out, shake it out. Good job. Let's give our legs a little break. Sweep your arms down and out to come up. And dive forward. Halfway lift. And fold. We're going to step both legs back into your plank. Bring your knees down. Lower your chest all the way to the floor. Bending at the knees. Widen your knees, bring your toes together. And we're going to press right to a child's pose. And just take a breather here. Looking forward between your thumbs, reach your hands forward. We're going to come up to a down dog. I'm going to walk your feet out a little bit. Drop your heels side to side, loosen up the legs. And then we're going to step, walk, or hop to the front of your mat. And fold. Generous bend in your legs, belly to your thighs, tuck your chin and roll all the way up to standing. Press away from the floor, your head comes up last, roll your shoulders back, and reset. Let's do that on the other side. All right, reach your arms up. And fold forward. Halfway lift. And fold. This time we're just stepping our right leg back. Find a lunge on this side, a little bit of movement. We're going to plant the back heel down and come on up to our warrior two. All right, we'll add in a little bit of that flow, so you're straightening everything, reaching up, and diving back down. So follow along with that with your breath. So as you're inhaling, you're straightening, reaching up. And on your exhale, deepen into your warrior two. Let's get a few of those in at your own pace. Finish your last one and we'll meet in warrior two. We're going to drop that front elbow, reach the back hand up and over, big long stretch. And then come on up through your warrior two, flip the front palm and reach up and back. And let's flow between those. You're coming forward, side angle pose. And then coming back. Remember, if you're getting a big burn, you can straighten that front leg as you reach. Now at your own pace, you can float through a few of those. Warming up. Finish up your last one. We'll meet in our warrior two. Woo, feel your leg burning. This is the last time. All right, remember, here's that little cartwheel transition. So you're gonna cartwheel your hands, pivot on that back foot, your right hand goes down, and your left hand lifts up. So reset your feet if you need to, and see if you can come up twisted. Squeeze your thighs together and come on up. Now remember, we can all meet here facing forward in a lunge, or if you really want to test yourself, you can try doing that coming up twisted twice more. So the right hand's down, you're squeezing your legs together, and you're coming on up twisted. Testing your balance. You're coming on down. Woo! Coming back up. And then you can untwist, and we'll meet everyone who's here in the high lunge. And you're going to press off that back foot and find a balance. So your right knee is lifted, and you're going to hug it into your chest. So you can keep working on that balance, or we'll try some of those warrior threes. So your hands come to your heart. Start to lean forward. Kick the back leg out behind you. And then see if you can keep the leg lifted and come all the way back up to that standing balance. My fireplace came on, starting to sweat. Whew. One more. Bring your hands to your heart. Lean forward. And come on up to your balance. And gently release it down. Let your hands go down. Wiggle, shake it off. Shake your legs out. And let's just step so we're wide on our mat. Hands to your hips. Press your hips forward. Opening your heart up towards the ceiling. And then we're just going to fold forward so we can stretch those legs out. Let your hands go down. Let your head go down. So engage your legs here, because if you engage the front muscle here, it'll allow the back ones to lengthen a little bit more. Coming up onto your fingertips, you can just gently bend side to side. It's okay if those opposite toes pop up, if it helps you get a little deeper. One more time each side, shifting back and forth. Then you can come back to both legs straight, hands on your hips, strong legs and strong back as you come on up to standing. You can heel toe your feet in or jump them together and step up to the front of your mat. Good, we'll just add in a couple more little stretches and then you'll be all set. So reach your arms up and dive forward. Halfway lift. And then fold. You're going to plant your hands, step both feet back. And hips come up to down dog. Now you can hold your down dog here, pedaling it out a little bit. Or if you want to get some more shoulder work in, you can go through a vinyasa. So coming forward into your plank, keep your elbows in. Lower halfway, flip over your toes, press up into your up dog, chest is open, and then we meet again back in our down dog. You can do a couple more of those if you want your shoulders to work a little bit more before we stretch. And then we're going to take our right leg, lift it up into the sky, bend it at the knee, and we're going to shift our weight forward and bring the knee to our right thumb, finding a pigeon pose on the right side. Try to find some length in your spine. No pinching or pain anywhere here. If there is, you can come on out. And then if you'd like to go further, start to walk your hands forward and bring your chest and forehead to the floor. Gently start to bring your body up. We're going to walk our hands back. Tuck those back toes and you're going to press and lift that leg so you're all the way back in your down dog. Then you can hang out here in your down dog or add in a vinyasa like we did before for your shoulders where you float forward into your plank. Lower halfway. Come up to your up dog. We can all meet in down dog. And then we'll get pigeon on the other side. So you're going to lift your left leg up, bend it at the knee, start to shift your weight forward, and place your left knee by your left thumb. Get yourself set up nice and comfy first. And if you want to deepen the stretch, start to walk yourself forward. Just a couple more breaths here, let go. And gently start to bring the weight back in your hands as you set yourself back up. This time we're just going to drop on that left hip, bring the back leg out from behind, and we're going to extend our legs out long in front of us. Wiggle them out. One last little core fun before we lay back. So you're going to point your toes. Bring your belly button in towards your spine, rounding forward. You can walk your fingers forward. Try to lean forward and not lean back. And we're going to see if we can lift our right leg off the ground. Pulsing it up a couple times. Lift it up. This is a tough move. See if you can do it on the other side. So you're rounding forward. Instead of leaning back, you're leaning forward. See if you can pulse that leg up and down. And then keep alternating back and forth. Or maybe you can try lifting both up a few times. Whew. And then wiggle it out. Scoot yourself forward so you can roll onto your back. Keep your knees bent. And let them fall side to side. Once they come over to the left, you can just pause, letting them fall to the left. This is the best part of yoga. And then let them come up through the center and find a pause, dropping your knees to the other side. Bring your knees back to the center, feet are planted. You're going to cross your right foot over your left knee. And either just gently kind of open the hip up, pressing that leg away from you, or interlace your hands underneath your left leg and hug it in. Keep both feet engaged. We're going to drop that down, untangle your legs, and try it one more time on the other side. So you're crossing your left ankle and interlacing your hands underneath your right leg. Hug it in. And gently release, untangle your legs, hug your knees into your chest. And we're going to gently start to rock forward and back. Do this a few times so you can massage your lower back. And so you can come up to a comfortable seated position. Good. And from here, like always, I'll leave you with some spare time to fit in any last little poses that your body's looking for, so you get exactly what you need for today. And then I recommend you kind of take a few little moments to yourself and close your eyes and breathe and relax a little bit. So thank you for sharing this practice with me. Namaste. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys.